This episode is brought to you by Allstate. Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the date of the big game first before you accidentally buy tickets on your 20th wedding anniversary and have to spend the next 20 years of your marriage making up for it. Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, Atlanta. Apple is open for small business. That's right. We're here to make starting and running your business simpler. With privacy and security built in on all devices, it's easy for you to protect your customers' data. And if you need hardware or software support, you'll get advice from business experts at no cost whatsoever. So you can focus more on the soup du jour and less on, the other stuff. At Apple, we're open for your small business. Go to apple.com/small business or visit an Apple store to learn more.
Kroger Delivery has one mission: to deliver the freshest food right to your door. That's why our drivers are pros. Our trucks are refrigerated. And when it comes to low prices, we always deliver. With $20 off your first order of $75 or more, there's no better time to get in on the action. Mission accomplished. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Bienvenue, willkommen, welcome, buenas noches. Hello, welcome to Stanmore Stadium for this Tuesday evening kickoff. Finally, with a game underway, Erith Town against Burgess Hill Town. Burgess Hill kicked off, and pitch is looking okay, which is not what I was expecting. At least it's not frozen and it's not waterlogged, which is a good thing. And this is going to be quite a tough test, I think. Although, to be fair, Burgess Hill Town look like they're several places up from us on the table, as you would have heard if you'd listened to the preview show. We are 3 games in hand, so there's every possibility if we win a couple of those games in hand and win this one, we will be back up there amongst it, which is where they are. So at the moment, it's all good. Anyway, it just kicked off. Not much happening. A lot of rushing around. Not much actual play. So we'll get back to you and let you know what's going on as soon as anything happens. Up the Dockers. And there you go. 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it is into the game. And a corner to Burgess Hill Town, which looks a bit dodgy to me, but there you go. And straight away they score from it. So we're all standing there looking at it, and it's a cheap goal to give away this early in the game. It's just ridiculous. Woody is a very angry man, as you may or may not be able to hear. But hey, that's where we are. So we'll get ready to kick off, and hopefully we'll get our acts together, shake off the rustiness, which is no doubt a part of that fact, and then get going with an actual game of football. So, anyway, later on. Well, the game's beginning to take a little bit of shape now, and Burgess Hill have definitely played more games on it than we have, because they look a lot more cohesive. They're getting crosses in, they're getting into our box fairly regularly, and causing us problems. And at the moment, we've resorted to just hoofing the ball out of our area up the pitch just to clear it, and then trying to get back into our shape. Now, I appreciate we're going to be a bit ring rusty because we haven't played for a while, although we've managed to cram in a couple of friendlies in that time on the 4G. But at the moment, you'd look at it and you'd kind of go, we really need to get our act together and hang on to the ball for a bit, make some passes and sort our lives out. Otherwise, we're in danger of just losing this one completely. And there they go, nicking a ball off of us that should have been cleared and wasn't. Straight down the outside, cross in, easy header, which he should, to be fair, he should have put on target and he didn't. Thank God. But yeah, at the moment we're just not at the races. Just not at the races. But anyway, keep you posted if anything else happens, and hope for the best.
We
And again, another let-off for the Dockers. Give the ball away in their own half far too easily. Couple of passes, they got a player in, hits the ball, and hits the post. Luckily for us, because our keeper was nowhere near it, and then on the rebound he manages to stand up in time, puts in a great blocking save. But yeah, we're just not there at the moment. We're just not playing at all with any kind of fluency or shape or anything. We look like a team that hasn't played since before Christmas at the moment. So yeah, let's hope it gets better. And as you can hear, Woody is not a happy bunny. Anyway, keep going. Hope for the best.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear listener. We are actually finally at a ground watching a game of football after months of postponements. Hello, lads. How are we doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, lads. Good. Yeah, 1-0 down already, I see. Going swimmingly well, isn't it? Yeah, you just overheard the conversation there. 1-0 down already, not the best start. I was overtraining the under-11, so unfortunately I couldn't give you coverage of said goal. Some of my under-11s have beat me up here. What's going on? Happy New Year to you.
Good result last night.
Well, not as much as how this is going so far. I'm over there trying to teach 11-year-olds how to pass the ball. I hear a massive cheer and think, do you know what? They wouldn't let me down, but they did.
Yeah, that was horrible, scrappy goal. You know, they keeper missed it, and it was just bobbling around in the mud. And it looked like, dare I say, a team that's been played for a few weeks.
Yeah, well, mate, I ain't seen you in the flesh for ages.
How you doing?
You're recording as well.
No, I stopped recording now. I have recorded.
Did you get the first goal?
I did.
Was it a good goal?
No, it was an in-swinging corner that the keeper missed completely. Our defence sat and watched as it sailed over their heads. And one of their players thought, you know what, I think I'll just nod this in. And he did.
Can I just say, with regards to the paint looks good. That picture seen better does. Do you know what? Without trying to be exaggerating too far, because you know me, I don't like to exaggerate. On the
You've told us a million times.
On the 88th show of the Dockers debate, now a lesser man, one who's a bit in the Alan Partridge world, would say it's two fat ladies, but I'm not like that.
Not at all.
I am slightly overweight, gender fluid people.
Yes.
But back to my exaggeration point, the pitch reminds me of the Somme.
1918.
I didn't think it looked too bad, to be honest. I was expecting it to be much swampier than it is.
Yes, I thought that.
Because I figured once it had thawed out, it would get really waterlogged. But it's not looking too bad.
Those the penalty areas are shocking.
Yeah, probably, but I haven't seen that far. I haven't looked at the penalty areas because we haven't been anywhere near him. But we're giving the ball away far too much.
And now the Five just played a through ball past Leo in the zone. The late tackles come in. The refs give a free kick there. It looked like a bit of a lunge in truth from Callum McGinn there. I think he won the ball, but it was a bit of a lunge.
Clumsy. It was clumsy.
It was clumsy.
Cheap free kick.
It's lucky to get away with it.
Would if Bryden Ropes? Oh look, what a coincidence. We have got a Bryden Ropes.
Not to get away with a yellow card there. It's a lazy challenge.
Yeah, I mean, if you got tackled like that,
I'll be gone. I'm injured, I think.
Yeah. Malice.
Making a meal of it, trying to get him sent off.
You'd still be rolling now, as you speak. But it's
He lost the ball.
yeah. There's not much. There's not much.
They're a high-pressing team, and I think Erith struggling to deal with the pressure at the minute.
They've only lost 3 games all season.
Yeah,
Burgess
I
Hill.
think one in the last 12 he was saying, so wrong form, wasn't it?
Yeah, they're a good form. Beat some good teams, and quite frankly, where's the oomph?
Well, this is worrying me immediately here. Look, we've got.
The way it seems to me is that they get up and got up and went.
They've gone and went, and they're leaving.
Yeah,
Come on, switch on it. This is going to be a shot.
Free kick on the edge of the D goes high and just agonisingly over
I've
the
seen
bar.
things. Are they new, nice white seats?
They are white seats. They've only been there for about 3 months.
So relatively new.
Yeah,
Well, we haven't played
remains
it for over 3 months.
It remains 1-0. Corner one by Erith Town on the left-hand side here. Dyer with a lovely, beautiful in-swinging ball. It's a defender on the back of the head and goes out for a corner. So it's good to see my 2-0s out the window that I predicted in the week. Well, saying a week yesterday.
But there's still time for my 2-1.
Absolutely. Big corner comes in towards the far post, met in the air well there by Harry Taylor, but defended on the edge of the box. Risky brings the ball down in front of the returning Bradley Ryan, who's wearing the number 9 shirt today. Knocks it back to Dyer. Dyer looks for a lovely through ball, plays it to Risky, who drops his shoulder. And Burgess Hill, they had a bit of a moment there, but Leo Mazzone, he was like grease, what's his name? Kanicki.
What's a corner?
Hang on, how's that not a corner?
He's now booked out, bro, for a penalty.
So Leo Mazzone kicks it into their play, goes out for a corner, he gives a goal kick. Leo Mazzone says what you're doing and gets booked.
Yeah, that's about
But
it in the summary.
you're not allowed to say what you're doing to the referee.
He might have been saying that car was hydromatic.
Automatic.
Well, it could be grease lightning, but that wasn't even out for a goal kick. 1-0. Yeah.
Oh no, where's Ollie Milton?
I bring you flowers in the pouring rain. It's Dame Flower. That's your new intro.
Yeah, well, that's better than the one with no gear.
No gear, no idea.
Yeah, but since we last were on the podcast, I've managed to secure myself a
podcast
hat.
can we up today?
Oh no! This is why we don't take your picture, Milton.
Yeah, since we've last been on the pod, I've managed to secure myself a hat and a 3/4 zip.
And the club thank you for your purchase.
Yeah, I had to pay for the pleasure as well. Can you imagine that?
Did you really?
No, not really.
I was going to say, well, you did, but...
I'm part of the furniture now.
Yeah, exactly. About 6 weeks you've been here. You're
Yeah.
like an armchair. Opening 2 minutes weren't great, were they?
No, really, really soft corner, if I'm being honest. I'm quite disappointed that we've given a side so that are fighting for playoffs such an easy chance in the first couple of minutes. But probably just needs to look after the ball a bit better, if I'm honest. Been a bit sloppy in possession first 5 or 10 minutes.
Do you know what? In truth, funny thing you say that, and now Ollie Milton's not here, we can actually have a sensible conversation. Bradley Ryan runs through, dinks for everyone, has a shot from the edge of the box, and it's held by the goalkeeper there. But in all seriousness, when we do the preview shows, as you know, big fan.
Yep, I enjoyed the one where you told us that Littlehampton wasn't being released.
Yep.
I wonder why.
Yep, absolutely. That's for the extra. If we get up to 35,000 listeners by
Yeah,
the
make
end
sure
of
you
the season.
download because it'll be well worth the wait.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're on a great run of form, Burgess Hill. And, you know, there are a couple of games, I said there are a few games now on Margate. They win those, like games in hand. They're right back in the mix then. And like you say, we don't be giving sloppy goals away to a team who've only lost 3 all season.
Yeah, well, this is it. Good, they're a good side, got some good players. I've previously worked with a couple of boys that are at Burgess Hill.
Name drop, well done.
Yeah, you know, Bobby Price and Alex Mellins, who were on our FA Cup run there. But yeah, they got goals. Ben Pope scored loads of goals at this level and stepped free. So, you know, it's a shame because I'm sure Woody's pre-match talk would have been about being solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but Happy New Year to all the listeners.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's probably the first game since the New Year.
Well, since the Ashford game, I think on the 28th of December.
Well, that's a long time without a game, a long time without a half-decent podcast.
Well, there we are. Thanks, mate. We have released quite a few episodes since then. Clearly, you listen to them all.
Fan of the previews, you see.
Fan of the previews, absolutely. Previews to nothing. Referee blows his whistle. James Dyer with a free kick low, only doesn't even beat the second man there. Drops as far as Bradley Ryan. Bradley Ryan plays it out to Dyer there. Dyer does a nice little step over, tries to do a one through Risky, goes to JJ, and the long ball towards a goal kick. It actually gets pulled back for a free kick. Surprised with that one, Dean Flower?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of surprising, but, you know, I don't want to be fined or the club to be fined for any inappropriate...
So you're not going to mention the yellow card?
No,
For Leo Mazzone?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think the reaction merited the poor decision, but, you know, you can't say a word to the referees these days.
So what's that ref's surname? Flower? No wonder you're nice to him.
Yeah, that's about right. To be fair, what is his surname, do you know?
I'm only joking. Risky and Dyer stand over the ball again. The referee does like the Jay-Z hand symbol that got sued by Diamond Dallas Page. It looks like an upside down diamond. Let's just say that. I didn't know the ref was a Jay-Z fan. Swung in by Risky towards the goal. Easy catch.
Bread and butter, that, for the keeper.
Remains 1-0. Well, this is getting a bit better.
It is. We started to play some nice stuff with that little triangle between Dyer, Risky and Bradley Ryan. And they're playing some nice little triangles and getting around people, putting some passes in. So we're making the space, or we're finding the space, and we're playing some nice stuff. but their defence is really holding up.
Well, this is what we
they're in
said.
front of blocking everything.
Well, this is what we said in the corner up towards their penalty spot. Harry Taylor rises like Shamu. not because he's fat. Thank you very much. It's because he's a muscular, intelligent creature.
Mammal.
What's he saying? What's he saying? Free Willy, Salana Oyun Iasis.
No idea.
That's the words that makes the whale jump.
No, I was thinking about.
You're looking good.
I can't remember what that film is.
Hardcore fan.
Where the little guy says, "Just I don't know what's going, but wait till I free Willy."
Thanks. All that from a missed header.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, back to finer things.
Yeah, Rose like Shamu.
Oh, that's a great long ball over the top. Keeper comes out, headers well there. What's the keeper's name again? Nathan Edwards. I forgot his name.
The cat.
How bad is that? That's horrendous of me. Sorry, Nathan, if you're listening. Chris.
Afternoon.
You're back from training the under-11s. What did you think of today's drills that your coach come up with?
I thought the coach was very professional, and I was very impressed when he was in goal, especially when he let the forward go round him.
Yeah.
I might have to have words with him.
I weren't one of my final moments. The good thing was that I'm so.
I never gave away you was in goal then, Mike.
The good thing is I'm so good at football. All the other kids were like, you let him do that," and I was like, "Yeah, of course I did."
Exactly. No.
I didn't,
Training was good for the under-11s, and I understand we're 1-0 down, but also good. Happy New Year to the listener. You know. Yeah. Good evening. Good morning. Whatever you want.
Do you know we've not done a show since last year.
Really?
We've not done a show since last year. Granted, last year was 2 weeks ago, but still last year.
Like the 21st of December.
It was, and we weren't allowed to release that one because of the blue language on it.
And I also understand we've got the bad boys back. You've got golden balls in James Dyer, and you've got the bad boy and Bradley Ryan. I understand is back.
And naughty balls.
Naughty balls. Who's that?
Yeah. Bradley Ryan, of course, the number 9.
Exactly. But it's a very attacking team, I think, when you look at it, and you know when you think you've got good wingers in Bradley, and I really like the number 10 Risky come over from Cray, along with James Dyer, a bit of a 4-2-3-1 kind of thing. But I know we're one down.
He has to say tactics, doesn't he? We just say he's running with a ball.
He's the only one who understands them.
Decent centre mid on the bench. James Mile, I think, just back from a loan spell in Australia.
Yeah, he has. He's come back from Sydney FC. Flaming Galah for all of our Australian listeners. But to be fair, I think there was a coincidence that our Australian listeners grew when he was there, and now he's come back. There's no more downloads in Sydney.
Did you notice our new keeper in the under-11s? Quite tall, isn't he? New keeper over there. You know,
Listen,
I like the way the forward danced around him as well.
Listen, it's the maturity of a goalkeeper. Oh my God, that was close.
We've got experienced strikers, haven't they? They've been playing for a couple of years, so.
Still couldn't hit it.
Still couldn't hit anything. When he sees a keeper off his line, just.
Oh, great tackle there by JJ, and it goes out for an Erith throw.
This blooded tackle.
This is better. This is better.
We've suddenly woken up and realised that we need to be playing proper football here.
There we go.
Oh,
unlucky.
Throwing comes in Harry Taylor. As a shot, the ball bounces up, it hits a defender on the hands.
Open your eyes, ref! Come on!
I don't think it was a penalty, to be honest.
You can argue whether or not it was a penalty, but it definitely is hand.
Did it?
Yeah, it looked like a
James Dyer now with the ball on the left-hand side, right in front of Woody, trying to impress the boss. Does a nice step over, loses the ball. That wouldn't impress him. Defoe now, the centre midfielder, plays a through ball over the top to the edge of the box. Nathan Edwards comes out really well there. Took a bit of a skid, but he's done well to keep that.
Since you came over, Mike, I think Erith starting to play. First 10 minutes.
It's the media presence.
Yeah.
You know?
I think they must have copped it, mate, because the last 15, 20 since you came over, I think it's all Erith.
They can see us with our low production values, isn't that right? Absolutely. The swines. Low production values. Yeah. Do you know that? You know the Football Content Award? They said we had low production values.
They really are.
How dare they? How dare they? How dare they? Exactly. Thank you very much. The swines. Erith Town with the ball now, again in the midfield, playing it around Risky back to Tomash. Tomash back inside to Risky. Risky looks up, tries to play it in, hits the ref. The ref finally decides to blow the whistle. I'm going to stop now. It remains 1-0. I'm glad I'm back watching the team play, but I'm disappointed because this is an evening where there's very little penetration.
At home and on the pitch.
Sorry, get your mind out of the gutter, young man. So anyway, back to the penetration.
Yeah, I think there'd have been a lot more forward thrusting movement than we're getting.
Yeah.
But the balls need to go forward.
They do. Yeah. Find the gaps. Yeah.
And we're not trying to get in behind.
Yeah, well.
The way we should.
Yeah, I mean that's normally a rarity that we all enjoy to watch, but in this,
number 11's just took him from behind.
yeah. But it's good to see that everyone saw it.
It's lovely to see.
Yeah, everyone saw it and has commented on it, so it remains 1-0.
Yeah, no one's
And it's a high ball goes up towards the far post. It's nodded down into the path of Harry Taylor. Harry Taylor gets his head on it, and it's just an inch away. I mean, if the pitch was flat around that post, it might have gone in.
You can't blame the bobbling around the post.
No, I'm only joking. It was close. It was close.
But it was very close. Yeah, no. Harry Taylor was brilliant to get it back across goal.
Shamu.
And and then I think Dyer and Bradley Ryan were beating each other to death to try and get that header to nod it in, and they conspired to put it wide.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't put it better myself. 1-0. Huge shout for a penalty, and then he's booked Dyer for diving.
Let's go.
I can't believe it. He was genuinely, there was contact. He had every right in the world to go down.
Yeah.
If you don't want to give the pen, don't give the pen. But there's no way that was simulation. That's just ridiculous.
No, I mean,
absolutely shocking. This referee has made at least 2 or 3 shocking decisions this half. Really has.
Both bookings.
Yeah, I mean, you good point. Both bookings for Erith have been either like a descent or a simulation. Flight simulation. Do you remember that game?
I do. I lost many an hour to that game.
Yeah, well, do you know what I used to do? I'd take off with a Boeing, and then in mid-air, with a Boeing, and then halfway along you could change your plane, because I always used to crash the Boeings, so I changed to a Cessna.
Easier to land.
Yeah, exactly. They were good little ones, but I always used to change it because it took me a long time to get over the water.
Yeah, well, you know, the thing I liked about a flight simulator is you could choose to go a very, very long way,
yeah,
and then you could like take off, stick on autopilot, go and have a cup of tea, watch a bit of telly, come back and land it. That's my kind of game.
You don't have to do a lot.
Exactly.
Do you know what I always tried? Do you know what really annoyed me with Flight Simulator? It's how realistic.
All that flying.
All the pre-flight checks.
Is this how interesting the first half is? We're talking about Flight Simulator.
Yep.
Put my bag in, checking, making sure my bag fit in the overhead compartments.
Yeah.
In my front room. No, do you know the bit that made me laugh? Just how realistic it was, because after a little while you got bored, and I always tried to like turn my helicopter over.
What I remember at Flight Simulator is, as the various versions of it got better and better and better with the graphics.
You got worse and worse and worse.
No, what happened was, like, you'd spend less time going and making a cup of tea and that, because you'd look out the windows, because the ground and everything got much more, and the buildings got much more
Look
realistic.
out the windows. Did you actually build something, not realising the windows was your screen?
No. I never actually did that.
No, exactly.
At least
anyway,
that's my story, and I'm
Erith Town FC, sponsored by Ryanair, remains 1-0. Rob, I see you're wearing a new hat. Is it some of the new merch that you've been buying off of the EDI officer?
No.
Right, okay.
But lots of people are buying merchandise, so I'm not just EDI officer. Sorry, Brian here, Dockers Faithful. I'm also Mr. Merch.
Mr. Merch.
And sales are going very strong as the season progresses.
If you imagine Mr. Muscle, I imagine that's what you look like in a vest.
You have got quite an imagination, Michael. That's all I can say.
Silky
smooth. I look silky smooth in a vest.
Yeah.
So I've been told.
Well, I hope that's just what people tell you, and you're not going to show us. Anyway, we're back for the second half. Speaking of silky smooth, there's Tom Ash on the ball, plays a nice ball over the top towards their goalie.
He did, and their goalie gathered it well, and now he's sitting there taking all the time in the world before he decides that he's going to just roll it out to the back.
So what was
6 feet away from him.
What was your summary of the first half then, apart from dodgy ref? I didn't say that, other people have.
There were a couple of dodgy decisions, but overall, I thought we grew into the game a little bit more, but they are still stronger than us on the ball and better organised at the moment.
One thing I will say, this is slow. When we spoke to Colin of Burgess Hill the other day on the pod, he said that their games are tight and low scoring, and the way this is going, like we're doing okay, we're playing well. But
All the time there's only one
threatening.
goal in it, we're still in it.
Didn't a manager say that? Someone famous, some like
Probably.
Bob Paisley or something like that.
Probably, yeah. But at the same time, I think every manager on earth has said that at one point. But it's true. There's still only one goal in it. There's still a lot of game to play. I get the distinct impression that they're going to try and shut it down as the game goes on because they'll want to retain their 1-0 and go home with it. But if they decide to try and do that and we keep attacking as relentlessly as we did in the first half, something we hope would give and we'll eventually get. Even if we just walk away with it with a point, it's still a good point against a team that's 5 places above us in the league.
Exactly. How's the cheesy chips, Chris?
Yeah, they're not bad, after training, coming straight from work, as we do. Watching the first team before we get some lunch. The footy scrum, it's not bad.
Yeah, good.
See, I'm surprised with all this training and that you're doing with these kids that you're not setting a good example by bringing some fruit and maybe a bit of bran or something, a fibre bar,
Well, I mean, when we were flying those planes all those years ago, we could only pick up the odd bowl of bran. We didn't have time. The autopilot weren't long enough to make chips. And don't call me Shirley.
The old ones are the best ones.
Absolutely. Great film, Airplane. 1-0. Happy New Year, diets.
Thank you.
How are we? I'll tell you what, your son/grandson/ main squeeze, filth bag, getting himself booked.
Yeah, what was it for? Diving or
Diving. The swine.
I didn't know if it was because he pulled it back there. Are you sure it was diving?
I know James well. He's like a brother.
Is he?
What are you laughing at? Ain't that right, Grandad?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. I don't think he's got that in him.
No.
No.
He's got to be careful now.
No. How was our Christmas and New Year? Not a lot of football played.
No, it's not, is there?
No. I've cost James a lot of money. What did you get off James for Christmas, if you don't mind me asking?
I got... I don't know if I can say this.
The players listen to this. What he does it.
Oh my God! I'm going to shut up.
Scratch it.
No, absolutely not. This is golden. Anyway, sorry, don't blush. What did he get you?
Go on, risk. Go risk.
Jewellery and a belt and some other things.
Right. Okay. What other? See, if you can guess what these other things were, dear listener, email info@erithtown.com. And if you do get it right, as always, we'll give you some. Oh, hang on, what's been given there?
6 seconds.
Oh, the 6 second right has been played back to Risky. Risky's had a shot. It's gone in. But the ref's blown it back. I have no idea what's going on here. So he's done the 6 seconds, put the ball back. Harry Taylor's tried to play the ball as a quick free kick into the path for Risky. Risky's putting the black in there, but the ref's pulled it back to take the kick again. And now he's stopped it. He stopped the game to book the... Has he booked the goal in? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Anyway. That's a good question, Woody.
Yeah.
But no, it's all going on at the moment. We've got some people behind the goal that's not too happy neither. Well, I say people, I say one person who's always our unhappy person. What do you make of what happened there?
No, they took the free kick too quick, I suppose. That's where he's pulled it back for.
Yeah, but it's a quick free kick, glad to do that.
Yeah, it's awkward, yeah. I don't know, Michael. No. Maybe we'll score from this and all will be redeemed.
Yeah. What did James get you for Christmas? He didn't get you lingerie, did he?
He bought me, a nice pair of pyjamas, I think. I got
right, okay.
With his name on.
Right.
Number 7. I've got number 7 with Dyer on.
Oh, dear.
Pyjamas.
Oh, dear. What did you get for Christmas?
Lots of nice gifts.
This is turning really awkward. There's been stuff bought here that they don't want to say. It ain't been claimed back by the taxman, is it? Anyway, so free kick.
Is this direct? Indirect?
Well, I don't know, because now it's in the box. So, so looks like it's going to be indirect. James Dyer hopefully gets us all a present here by setting up a goal.
Nice one, Michael.
Thank you.
One.
No, James Dyer's going to knock it back to Harry, I'm guessing.
Give it a time.
The referee's saying it's got to be on the whistle. This is really exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know?
But mate, we don't deserve to be behind, do we?
No, it's a silly cut.
Chances.
I unfortunately missed the first goal because I was coaching the Stars of the Future.
Good man. Good man.
Thank you. But from what I've seen, I just don't think there's been enough testing of the goalkeeper, really, but we'll see here. Play back towards Harry Taylor. Harry Taylor drills it. It bounces off the wall, and Burgess Hill get the ball away. 3.5 minutes this for us, Snow.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
It's my longest one yet.
Good. Nice one.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Michael.
There we go. It's back level now. Mistake by the goalkeeper. Shot comes in, or is it a mistake at the back? Harry Taylor challenges his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper punches it from on the floor. Not good enough, and it slides in, and he buries it in the back of the net.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent error.
Shamu has fanned the back of the net. We call him that because he's a prime mammal.
You're right.
Harry Taylor, a.k.a. Shamu. Most
Done
people
well
would be
there,
insulted
didn't
by
they?
that.
Done well there.
They're intelligent beasts, killer whales.
Oh, are they?
No, very much so.
Oh, right.
Have you not seen Blackfish?
Blackfish.
It's worth watching. Good documentary. Have you seen it? Don't watch telly.
No, I watch documentaries. I don't watch films and that.
It's about fish. Let's turn this off and talk about films. I was down there with the Diettes.
Oh, there you go.
That second goal, and it was just ridiculous. And I think it's starting to get a little bit tasty.
Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, there's definitely some needle in this now.
Describe the second goal, Rob.
It was a melee.
A melee is a good word.
Melee of mistakes.
In the area, and Erith Town were like slipping over like the Keystone Cops, you know, on a bit of greased tarpaulin or something.
Was it like Gemma Collins in Dancing on Ice?
Not as
elegant.
Not as elegant. No, exactly.
No offence, Gemma Collins. We know you're a fan.
But
the
yeah,
GC, as she's known.
It was pretty grim, to be fair. Defending was just appalling, and
good tackle by JJ there. Oh, lovely crunching tackle by JJ. Ball goes up as far as the Burgess Hill back line, but now gets played through. Tom Ash with a nice touch there, manages to keep it inside the play, dinks it over the top towards Harry Taylor. Harry Taylor, lovely ball round the corner to James Dyer. James Dyer now running towards the defence, cuts in on his left foot.
Too much.
Just too much.
Takes too much.
Do you know what? I know we say all the time there's no criticism. We love Dyer and all that, don't we, as you know, but it's where he ain't got a right foot. Yeah. You come outside on your right foot and try and hit it, but
even if he didn't have the power to hit it, he could have got it at his right foot and he could have put it across the face of goal. And who knows who's going to hit it in at that point? Could have been one of them, could have been one of ours. But yeah, you just know every time he's going to cut in, and as soon as he does, there's 3 players in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. Nice flick on there. Harry Taylor's done really well today. I feel risky with a shot, just goes wide. I think Harry Taylor's had a good game today.
Substitution for Erith.
It's been all right. I'm not sure if he got knocked over, fell over or whatever for their goal, but he was on the floor and the ball got kicked right over him. So, you know, he was at the scene of the crime for that one. But yeah, overall he's had a decent game. He's trying to rally the troops. He's doing his job.
Do you know what? From what I'm seeing, Erith aren't exactly playing badly. It's just silly little mistakes, really. That's costing us. And you know, I think Burgess Hill just do you know what Burgess Hill remind me of a little bit of? And I don't know about you, but Burgess Hill remind me a little bit of, you know what, like Dill were like last year, where they're not brilliant, but they just get the job done.
Yeah. You can tell that they're
and
well
there's no
organised.
Disrespect. They're a good side.
You can tell they're well organised, really, really well organised, and they know they go together at the same time. They go back together at the same time. They defend in numbers, they attack in numbers. So they're really, really well drilled, and you can't knock them for that. But at the same time, we are not covering ourselves in any kind of glory at all here. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but we are where we are, and let's hope we can get a goal and grab a point out of this before the end of the night.
Absolutely. Chris, what do you think about Burgess Hill and how they're playing today?
Just a steady team, and they do the basics pretty well. Like you say, they are a bit like Deal, you know. They look quite dangerous with this kind of ball.
That's a great ball over the top there. He's beat the back line, the Nines through as a shot. Good save by Nathan Edwards as far as the edge of the area. And JJ does well to clear the ball. And
still down as well.
The Erith Town bench are looking for a foul on JJ. They feel there's a late foul there, but nothing's given. Burgess Hill now have a ball, the edge of the box, twisting and turning. Sorry, you were saying, Chris.
Yeah, they're a steady team. They do the basics pretty well. You know, I think we've got a lot of attacking players out there. You know, playing sort of a 4-2-3-1 tonight hasn't quite gone for us. We haven't taken the chances, and it's just been mistakes, isn't it? Defensively, mistakes, and what have cost us tonight.
Yeah, and like I say, You make easily avoidable mistakes against a side who are well organised, and this tends to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. And there's nothing pretty about them. They've got a real old-fashioned number 9 up front right now. A bit of a battering ram, but
he's looking for a penalty there, and the ref doesn't give it. Seen him given, seen him not given. Luckily for us, it remains 2-1. That's another one.
Come on, Lino, help him out.
Even the Burgess Hill manager smirking down there. Look, you can see it. Tom Ash has had a shot.
Help him out.
Tom Ash has had a shot there. The goalkeeper looks to have tipped it over, and he's give a goal kick. Everyone is absolutely furious. And like I say, I mean, when you do refereeing and you're not sure, they tell you to read body language in the nicest way. If you've got the Burgess Hill Town manager literally smirking and nodding and the bench laughing in agreement that it should have been a corner they've got away with. I mean, look, the thing is, I'm not moaning at them, because if it was the other way around, we'd be smirking we got away with one. You know, they just did what we do. But that's the most blatant save you'll see all season. Yeah. He's tipped it over the bar.
I don't really like moaning at officials. But why isn't the linesman helping him out? And
because the linesman is even more awful than this referee.
I mean, come on.
Last time we had this referee was when we played Whiteleaf in the cup, in the trophy.
4 cards or something.
He gave 4 penalties in 7 minutes.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
And then the game went to penalties.
It's a bit like when you're trying to land and the flight controller with the table tennis bats doesn't know what way to signal.
And just to add, I've heard the liner go, I called a corner. So why has the ref overruled it?
Because the ref probably thought he had a better angle, in all seriousness.
I've got no words. I'm sorry, I've got no words.
Yeah.
I think what's happening is the referee has got the ump with Woody so badly that he's determined not to give us anything.
Well, you can't say that.
I can say that because I'm not an official. I'm a fan, and I'm allowed to say whatever.
But you're speaking on an
please.
official podcast.
Yeah, but I am still a fan. You go around and talk to fans all the time. I think.
I'll tell you what, someone's on the defensive today, ain't you? Who crashed your plane?
Exactly. I just think sometimes, he is not playing what is going on the pitch. He's playing what's going on in his head.
Long ball played over the top there by Burgess Hill towards JJ. JJ does really well to head that back out, and the ball gets cleared as far as the halfway line. Burgess Hill now have got the ball breaking down the right-hand side. Bradley Ryan does superb to get back and track back. Burgess Hill's still got the ball now, and Erith Town now in their own half. There can't be long left to go now in this game, but it's just, we were just saying about the actual game. So yes, we can moan and groan about referees, because that was a poor decision, which looked like it should have been a corner, but nothing sort of sticking up front today. And for me personally, not critiquing too much, because I'm just saying it how I see it, I think in the final third, Erith have been quite poor today.
Yeah, I think we've been getting...
I mean, the goal was a goalkeeping error rather than something we've made.
Yeah, we've had some, especially in the first half, we've had some nice play to get us into space, to get into areas, but we're just not capitalising on it, and we've been wasteful. When we have had the chances, we've been wasteful. And to be honest, this is one of the first games I've watched us be completely outmuscled. And we have been outmuscled on everything. They're bigger and stronger than us, especially in the front. Every one of their defenders is a head and shoulders practically above Dyer, above Bradley Ryan, above Risky, and we haven't got the physicality to get past them. And the trouble is they can't all be built like Harry Taylor, but he's winning everything he can win in the air. There's just no one there when he flicks it on. So or if they do get there, they're muscled off it.
Yeah,
it's a tricky circle to square, to be honest.
Yeah, very well said. Harry Taylor now accidentally breaks the water bottle, water goes everywhere. Tom Ash with the ball now, breaking down, tries to play a ball down the line. Tom Ash is now sort of having a few words with the bench, I think, trying to say where's the outlet, because it's true, like we say at the moment, especially in the last 20 minutes I've had, Chris, you were just saying off mic, it's just long ball, and Tom Ash is looking for outlets, but they're just not there.
Yeah, I think it's become a bit back to front, probably through needing to score this goal, and they're taking the route one option when, sometimes you need to play a few phases. I know games get like this, don't they, towards the end sometimes, and it becomes a bit rushed, and then actually what happens is you don't create nothing.
Yeah.
But, look, we've got to hope that we can somehow put the pressure on and find this goal somehow.
Yeah, Bradley Ryan now leaves the pitch for the return in Milo. He comes from a land down under.
Yeah, well,
Hey, mate.
something can they chunder.
Yeah. Good game there by Bradley Ryan. And on Cunts Milo, let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can get some shots in from James Miles. Big James Miles normally, you know, he's in. JJ tries to play a long ball, but it's blocked. But James Miles is a player who.
That's just typical of the whole game. Like, we haven't managed to get past the press so often that we're closed down. We get a ball, we try and push the punt out the pitch, and they're just stepping in and taking the ball off of us.
Taz tries to go across there, win the tackle. I was just saying about James Miles there. He's a player who, to be fair to him, he's not got probably as many minutes as he wanted to this season, but he's a big player who can pop up when you need him.
Yeah, and he has got a long-range shot, and he's got a good set-piece ball on him as well. So if we can get anything at all up in there at their end of the pitch, there's a good chance that he'll be the one that either puts it in the net or puts it on someone's head.
Great ball over the top there. The goalkeeper comes out of the gap, rolls in. Cleared off the goal line. The defender,
Goal kick, ref.
The defender, Phil Babstyle, throws himself at the post and ends up knocking it out for a goal kick when it was a certain goal. Remains 2-1. Corner given to Burgess Hill after a not a good big tackle by JJ there.
Yeah, clean tackle. You know, it looked like it might have taken a nick off the Burgess Hill player, but you know, at the end of the day, what are you going to do? We're 2-1 down with 3 minutes of stoppage time or something to go. It doesn't look like we're going to get back into this. So I did get 2-1 right, but on my prediction, but just the wrong way.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I got that 2-0 spot on, didn't I? Not long to go. Is Delino, I think they're sort of having a disagreement of how long they're adding on. I can hear 6 down there, but I don't think there'll be 6 minutes added on. Really, I'll be surprised.
3 minutes yelling at the referee. So,
well, you did. You did.
There's been about 6 subs, isn't there? 3
and a couple of goals as well, isn't there?
A couple of goals, so you've got to be looking as far.
Ball goes as far as Taz. Taz wins the ball. Big tackle there on Aaron Jeffrey by Burgess Hill. Goes out to the 8, plays it inside, fakes the shot, plays it in. Cleared there by Leopard, only as far as the box. Aaron Jeffrey's twisted there by Burgess Hill. Leopard wins the ball again as far as Taz. Taz with a back heel towards Milo. Milo running superbly with the ball there, beats 3 players, plays it out wide. Ball gets touched inside. Looking to do something, get across him, run down that line, but we're a little bit in no man's land now. Burgess Hill win the ball back. Erith got it back now. Tom Ash with the ball. Gets a lovely crossing towards the penalty spot. Oh, the defence get it away. It's just we're just not having the rubber the green, are we?
No, not at all.
The rubber, the bobbly green.
No, we haven't had. Like you say, nothing has stuck the entire game, and you know we've been second to every second ball. It's just not been. Nothing's gone for us at all. Even down to like
what's
that.
He done there? Nathan Edwards rolls the ball out to play a goal kick, but it's rolled too far. The goal kick's kicked.
He gets straight into the striker who's standing right in front of him. I mean, there's nothing clever about it. It just wasn't.
No, but the striker was nowhere near him originally. It's just the roll out that he's instead of just putting it down to kick it, he's rolled it out 5 yards and brought the striker in.
But the striker's bearing down on him. The last thing you do is roll the ball out and try and kick it. You just kick it. But we've been doing that the whole game. Like, you know, we've got a player bearing down on us, and all we do is kick it straight into him.
Yeah.
I don't know what unless the tactics are, let's try and maim them by kicking as many balls into them as we possibly can. It ain't working.
Can you imagine if it was right half time? Just keep kicking it.
Hopefully you'll break one of them.
Throw in on the right hand side now by Tom Ash, launched down the line as far as Harry Taylor. Harry Taylor, I don't know what he's trying to do there. Goes as far as Tom Humphrey. Tom Humphrey heads it back to Burgess Hill on the half line. This is just like rinse repeat, really, isn't it? It's just like the ball comes to Erith Town, it's either a head or a flick, and back to them, and they run it into our half.
But look at the way when they've got the ball, they're taking their time, they're picking their moments, they're doing what they should do. in order to make it work. And what we're doing is we're doing stuff like that, which is just taking a lazy swing at it, and if we hit it, it's going to go up the pitch, nowhere near another Erith Town player. Or if we miskick it like we did just then, it just rolls straight to one of them.
Yeah.
They're really well organised and together compared to us, and that's when they're on the ball, they take their time and they pick their
6
moments.
minutes.
We're not even doing that.
6 minutes added on. One thing I will say, do you know what? I don't know what the tactics are. I'm not the manager. We only support this team, but it seems to me the last 5-10 minutes, it's through ball's been played towards Dyer, and it goes out for a corner ball. It goes out for a corner, even though it looked like it went out first. But
I'll take it.
But I was just going to say, the tactic at the moment seems to be Harry Taylor run onto every high ball that's played up. Yeah. But anyway, let's be positive. James Dyer on the right-hand side, about to take this corner now. The box is absolutely packed. Everyone except for Nathan's is there. The corner comes up and the defender heads it out the goalkeeper's hands. Luke Leopard takes his time to get the ball back. There's a Cruyff turn there. A tackle by Burgess Hill, and the ball's just played up by Tom Hamfrey. As far as JJ heads it over, but Burgess Hill deal with it as well. Going to be a few minutes left to go, but we'll stop this here. It remains 2-1. Full time, and it ends 2-1.
It does.
It wasn't a good game, was it?
It was not a good game. We were definitely very, very ring rusty after not having played since before Christmas. And we were outclassed by a team who were very well organised, knew what they were doing, attacked in numbers, defended in numbers, got the bodies on the line when they needed to. And despite the fact that it was very tight, they didn't really trouble the keeper a lot. When they did, they put it away. So,
Good on, JJ.
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bit of a meh game second half, weren't it? We had our moments, not many of them. Some few dodgy decisions. Nothing stuck up front, like you said, and I think the defending wasn't great for the goals, was it? They were quite a well-drilled team. They did the basics well, always put it into runners, caused us problems that way. So I think they deserve to win, to be honest, in what I see of it. So
they're a good side.
Yeah.
They are a good side. They were better than us today, and they deserved their win. So you can't knock it. I think to be fair, they got the rub of the green with a few decisions, particularly first half.
Do you know what? The thing I've got to interject there. Referee weren't one of his better nights, but it weren't the ref's fault that we were just lumping the ball up.
No,
and it weren't sticking.
But we had 2 Stonewall penalty shouts that he decided were not, and So I can have a moan a bit. I can have a moan about it because I'm allowed to.
You ain't going either.
But I can have a moan about it all I want because I'm allowed to. But yeah, we were beaten by a better team, and those decisions were not what caused us to lose the game. But then again, they don't help.
No, absolutely. We'll leave that here and up onto the weekend. Up the Dockers.
Up the Dockers.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
At your job, do you ever have to deal with a nose roller? How about a snub pulley? Well, if you're installing a new conveyor belt system, dealing with the different components can sound like you're speaking a foreign language. Luckily, you've got a team ready to help. Grainger's technical product specialists are fluent in maintenance, repair, and operations. So whenever you want to talk shop, just reach out. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.